A chest of gold. Hooray! After venturing through this dark underground labyrinth, you have found a chest of gold. Collect your fortune. Now all you need to do is move about 2 tons of heavy metal up through a couple kilometers of winding passages uphill, while dealing with the skeletons, carnivorous slime monsters, goblins and orcs that you missed avoided on your way down here, while being burdened by said heavy payload. Animate object. Whack, my friendly mass of wealth. Whack! Else, if I'm sufficiently advanced, mass animate object. Look at all the coins. Oh my god, they're adorable. I'm never going to spend you. I'm just sort of imagining this eccentric, vault-dwelling wizard who saved and animated every single coin he ever found over the course of his long life. They ran errands for him, cooperating just on the verge of competence, like lemmings or Pikmin, and he spends so much time micromanaging them that all the practical benefit he'd get from having all these miniature servants is pretty much void. But he goes through every day with this massive smile on his face, because their flailing pleases him in ways none of us can even imagine. That's absolutely fucking adorable. Hey, what's up everybody, I'm SkyDieRay and welcome to another episode of DnDGreentext. Without any further ado, enjoy the video. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Be me. DM for Starfinder campaign. Futuristic setting. Hardly any magic. Traditional magic has been outlawed. Players get a mission to investigate planet. On said planet, they find a cave full of mana addicts. Husks of humans gather around. Players defeat the husks with ease. Find vials of mana as the loot. Soldiers with low wisdom has no idea what these vials are. Doesn't know the effects of mana or that it's outlawed. Asks party. Entire party fails lore master roll. Drinks a vial. To the soldier, it's like he's just won an Olympic medal in weightlifting. He's in ecstasy. His muscles bulging and burning. He feels like he can take on the world. Rolls to intimidate party into giving him the rest of the mana. Intimidate fails. Intrigued, detective takes the mana. Supposed to be on watch but too intrigued by the mana. He wants to know what it's like to feel strong for once. He drinks the mana. Suddenly, his senses are heightened beyond belief. Think Sherlock from the BBC series. Detective notices that a rock is falling from the ceiling. He deducts that once it hits the floor, it will disrupt the dust on the floor. He deducts that the dust will fly up and in the soldier's heightened state of rage, he will sniff up. The dust will make him sneeze. Detective is the only one at the vantage point to see the rest of the cave. While he's busy deducting the trajectory of the falling rock, he doesn't notice the giant horde of zombies that somehow managed to sneak up on him. Being the first to notice the horde of zombies, Technomancer yells a warning to the detective and drinks some mana. In the Technomancer's mind, the world becomes the Matrix. He is the master hacker. He then sits down and attempts to hack the wall, thinking it's a giant computer. Being one of the only sober people, the cyborg tank thinks fast. Sits himself in front of the stone Technomancer, who's typing into air. Technomancer manages to hack into the tank's mainframe and overdrive him. Zombies approaching fast. Roughly 14 zombies. Tank, now in overdrive mode, runs straight into the horde. Starts spinning like a blender. Soldier decides that his gun is nowhere near as good as his recently supercharged muscles. Decide to run in and do essentially a blade storm. The two spinning idiots somehow manage to decapitate the majority of the horde. Spacefarer finishes off last couple with a black hole supernova. Fight finishes. Android and soldier still spinning like Beyblades. Technomancer still typing into space. Detective drawing a diagram on his hand. Soldier lets out a super loud sneeze. Detective yells, "Erika!" Don't do mana, kids. Never do mana. It's not good for you. The party's got talent. Sort of. Be me, forever DM in training. Be, not me, Goliath Totem Barbarian, who really does try very hard. Human Glamour Bard. A Diva, Half-Elf Light Cleric, Halfling Monster Slayer Ranger, and Dragonborn Wild, I know, Sorcerer. Still early in the campaign. Party heard some rumors about a source of evil and feel like they should probably be the ones to deal with it. Unknowingly, they beeline towards Big Bad Evil Guy's apparent tomb. Should have probably read the fine print. Big Bad Evil Guy is a leech, but not normal leech. He ain't no pointy hat wizard. Big Bad Evil Guy is Bardic Lich who, while still living, had a thing for theatrics. Sensing the party's arrival, he starts setting the stage. Party makes their way through Tomb. They're finding it particularly easy, killing skeletons and other undead, avoiding traps and solving puzzles. Starting to doubt they're in the correct tomb, might have called the wrong number. Party enters into a large chamber, lots of pillars and green fire. It's a look that only a final area could wear. Suddenly, out of nowhere, they hear laughter and the stone door falls down behind them. With prestidigitation sparks raining down, the Lich appears on the large stone platform at the other end of the chamber. Party get into battle stances, ready for one hell of a fight. What the party didn't expect, however, was the Lich to start singing. Through the power of song and dance, the Lich explains his motivations. Mocks the heroes at how they have just helped move his plans forward. Unbeknownst to the party up to that point, them breaking into the tomb with unbelievably source of evil actually freed the Lich held captive there. More zombies and skeletons start to flood into the chamber and encircle the party. Expect the party to obviously attack and roll initiative. The bard whispers something to Barbarian and he just shrugs in response. They suddenly start singing, with the Goliath being incredibly off-key about how they're going to be the ones to stop him. Greatest song in the world. MP3. Glamour Bard was under the impression she'd just be challenged to a sing-off with a bard's honor at stake. Oh no, he didn't. Barbarian duo continued to mock the bardic Lich through song. Surprisingly, they roll well on the performance check. The Lich didn't start the singing competition, but was damn well going to end it. I didn't ask for this, that Jensen. He starts singing a retort with his zombies and skeleton army acting as backing dancers. The cleric, ranger and sorcerer are just watching on in confusion, completely speechless at what's unfolding. Starting to wonder if dream sequence or something. Against the Lich and his surprisingly large number of backing dancers, Bard suddenly leaps to the conclusion that they need a larger band to win the sing-off. How can singing defeat a Lich again? Also logic. What logic? Never mind that, all together now. Sorcerer was surprisingly easy to convince and the ranger was willing to join, both under the impression that this was an insane plan to keep themselves from being murdered by Lich and friends. Cleric is the quietest of the bunch, but she tries to be the voice of reason. But guys, the zombies, the Lich. Voice of reason immediately ignored and dragged into the center by the bard. With some persuading, okay, a whole lot of persuading, the entire party is finally involved. Asked for a combined performance check, with the bard rolling with advantage, she was in her element. Party are able to get out a good performance, even if the barbarian was letting the team down a little. Totally not rage quitting, the Lich decides he's had enough of the smaller. We'll call it a draw, okay, that MP3. Got things to do and the whole world to enslave with the power of rock. The party watch as a teleportation portal appears behind him. Due to the army of backing dancers, I mean zombies and skeletons, they can't make it to him in time. Before he takes his leave, the Lich uses this opportunity to taunt the players and goes full Simon Cowell. To the bard, he says that he's disappointed she didn't go full bard. A true bard would have taken center stage and owned the performance. Get good scrub, that text. Bard immediately takes offense at this, swearing about a rematch. The Lich goes on to compliment the cleric and the barbarian, saying that they should learn from each other. The half-elf should have had more faith in her voice, and the Goliath should try to be less tone-deaf in the future. Sorcerer and Ranger should consider becoming backing singers, because that's all they'll ever be good for. The Lich laughs as he steps through the portal, a guitar riff accompanying its closure. So, what now? Zombie and skeleton still there, so the party fight and defeat them. Afterwards, Bard is still pissed off that the Lich managed to trick them through the song. A lesson in trickery, that MP4. Half the party is still expecting to wake up at the nearest tavern and find it all a dream. Session forever referred to as the musical episode. Seriously, what the hell happened? Rocks fall, everyone dies laughing. Be me, DM for Game of Lost Mines of Phandelver. Be not me, Dragonborn Warlock, Elf Druid, Druid's Wolf Companion, DM NPC Cleric. Cleric is the only one keeping these two jokers alive, even if they don't know it. At the end of LMOP, just captured Black Spider. We explored the room. Find giant statue. Roll investigation. 13, 10. Giant statue has emerald eyes. Warlock spots easy way to climb up. Warlock gets up there. I want to take out the ice. Wait, I check for traps first. Earlier he nearly died in a trap. Now remembers to check beforehand. 14th. The eyes are trapped. You don't know what it is, but it's probably bad. YOLO.x. Sleight of hand. 6. Yanks out one eye. Statue rumbles. Pillars crack. Room begins to collapse. Dex save. Natural 1. Describe his player leaping off the statue before landing face first onto the stone floor, maybe 10 feet away. 1d10 falling damage. 10. Lol. Rocks fall, everyone dies. 1d10 bludgeoning. 10. Kek. At least he got the emerald. Druid walks over, check out the emerald. Investigation 18. It's just glass, bro. My face when he nearly killed himself for a piece of glass. I love D&D. Don't worry guys, I'm a healer. Be me, College of Swords Bard. Get hired into the party of Tiefling Cleric, Air Genasi Warlock, Dragonborn Monk, and Sorcerer after my old character retired. Tell everyone, don't worry guys, I'm a healer, whenever it comes up that the cleric is the only one in the party who can heal. Everyone assumes I just took healing word and cure wounds. Never correct them. Never comes to the point where I'm needed to fill in for heal duty. Fast forward to the final battle with Big Bad Evil Guy. We are in a tight spot. Monk is dead, Warlock and Cleric are both almost unconscious, Sorcerer is out of spells. I only have one 5th level spell and nothing better. If the Cleric dies, we're f***ed. Tell her out of character on my turn, okay, I'll heal you, you're going to have to make a wisdom save, and I suggest you fail it. She nervously agrees. Burn my last 5th level spell to heal her. She turns into a T-Rex as I cast Polymorph on her. Everyone's jaws drop. On Cleric's turn, she bite attacks Big Bad Evil Guy. Natural 20. DM rules that since the attack will kill the Big Bad Evil Guy, T-Rex Cleric swallows him whole. Battle is over, need the Cleric to revive the Monk before window for Revivify closes. One problem. During the fight, it was agreed that I'd get the Big Bad Evil Guy's magic armor to pay off all the money the party owed me. Long story. Don't know what will happen to the armor, now in the Cleric's stomach once she changes back. Can't risk it. Cast Dimension Door to teleport into Clarisaurus Rex's stomach. Spent 3 hours trying to find Big Bad Evil Guy's corpse in the darkness. Eventually find it and teleport out with it. Cleric has a hard time in character looking me in the eyes after that. And that's the story of why I'm no longer allowed to play healer at our table. And that sounds like a pretty good reason. Yeah, I think after all that it's pretty reasonable that he's not allowed to play healer anymore. Alright, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did and subscribe for more. Check out the videos on the sides. If you enjoyed this one, you'll probably enjoy those. If you wanna support me on Patreon, there's a link below for that. Also a link to my Twitch channel if you wanna follow me there. And a link to the Discord server to share your stories. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks again for watching and I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.